Why do we all bop our heads? Like,
I don't know.
I
I'll
can't
tell
even
you.
hear the music.
I know,
Every time I
but,
see you.
but we know the music because
We
it's our
do.
theme music. So we just all bop our heads like,
I hear the music.
Every time I see Tanya in the intro, I go, "Oh, she asked me to change that." Every time I forget until I see it, which is
well, it's a little too late for that.
Oh my gosh. Hello, guys. Happy Tuesday morning. Thank you so much for joining us live on the Geekly Show this week. We have quite a few things to talk to you guys about, but obviously, we're going to get into some Toy Story 4 business later on in the episode because we got to talk about it. It's Toy Story week.
It's Toy Story week.
Woo-hoo! It's the best, but you know, as the entertainment news goes, there's always something breaking. There's always something going on. So, of course, we got to push Toy Story 4, give it its own segment. But we got to do some breaking news first. But, obviously, we have to do introductions like we always do. So, wait, how are we going to do it this time, Sarah? Let's get it right.
Sarah.
Everyone knows clockwise.
So, we got to do me, then Tanya, then you, then Tessa, then Amanda?
Yeah.
I got it right! Oh, my gosh. Yes. Okay. Hi, everybody. My name is Amira, and I'm from fourhatsandfrugal.com.
Hi, I'm Tanya from LolaLambChops.com.
Hi, everyone. It's Sarah from SarahScoop.com.
Hey, it's Tessa with MamasGeeky.com.
It is Amanda from Guide for Moms, Guide for Geese. Crazy Amanda Reacts. Beyonce in Bollywood.
Wow.
The creator and
get louder.
the creator and made it famous.
Maybe we can try it without the blue ball first.
Yeah, or step away from it. Listen,
was that on too?
My mic is all the way across my desk.
Am I loud?
I don't know if it's that.
Y'all tell us.
It's Amanda.
Am I loud?
It's just she's just inside voices.
I thought I was being all professional today. I got my earbuds.
I know you got your earbuds.
I got my blue ball. Look, if my blue ball, do I get closer? Does it get louder? Hello. Should I put my blue ball back here?
Same.
Does that help?
We're hearing you from your earbuds, I think.
Oh, do you have earbuds mic on and your blue ball?
I don't know how to change it.
Amanda.
How do I turn it off?
She wanted to amplify.
How do I turn it off? How do I?
She double better now. I think you were yelling because you were excited.
How do I turn it off?
I can't even with you. I can't. We had an agreement. And here she goes again. Beyonce
she's trying to get Amy to do some stuff,
I'm trying. Well, Tina's here. Morning, Tina. Morning, Jessica McDonald. Do y'all hear echo from me? Do y'all hear echo from me?
Good morning.
Amanda, are you the only one that can see the comments?
I can't see any comments. I have my phone we're gonna have to go to our phone.
And I told you I've been working on those all morning, and I don't remember how to put them back on.
She spilled coffee on her laptop and needed a new one, and now she's got to reset all the settings. The moral of the story: don't drink coffee by your computer. We have to.
Too soon right now. So too soon up for the day.
Too soon.
Did you learn nothing from Amanda?
But I got it back here. It's not over the keyboard. Just don't drink coffee over the keyboard.
Hey, there's no echo. I wonder what that means, Amanda.
Amir, what you were just telling us about, actually, I'm looking at Amanda, and she's already on
I know. Well, that's the first breaking news because, okay, guys, I mean, I'm guessing you guys saw Zendaya's new hair color. The Geeklies, besides me, did not see it before we hop on here. And I was
didn't see it.
What? That's
we were busy.
News.
I was working.
I didn't see
it
either.
Too.
I was taking my kids to camp.
Oh, that's true. Tanya was taking your kids to
camp. What's her name? Zendaya?
What's her name? You love Spider-Man so much.
Yeah.
I don't understand what's going on here. So Spider-Man Far From Home we got 2 weeks, I think, right? We got 2 weeks to go. Yeah. So the big breaking news is that Zendaya, she revealed a new hair color on Twitter. It is the beautiful MJ red. It's like the perfect.
Ooh,
she's good. She looks good. I like it.
Amazing. I like it. I mean, I think she can pull it off as like her color.
Yeah, I like it.
Amanda, how hard is it to get your hair red?
Yeah, how long does that take you?
So it depends. What is her natural color? Because if you got like a blondish,
like a brownish. It's like a brownish.
Mm-hmm.
So they have to do some.
Haven't you seen Casey Undercover?
I don't remember.
Or, you know,
but that
the
don't
first
mean
Spider-Man.
that don't mean it's their natural color. Everybody, look, I don't even remember what my natural color is. So that don't mean nothing. But it's darker. So what they have to do is first go in and like bleach it, kind of almost. They have to lighten the color. So it's a process. Then they got to go back and put the red. But I'm gonna tell you another thing. Like red is hard to keep in. It'll wash out. So that's why too. Like I have to use a special shampoo with like a red stuff in it, and it'll stain my hands and my tub, and yeah. So it's a process. Red is hard to keep, but I make it look good though, don't I? Zendaya ain't got nothing on this. Zendaya ain't got nothing on that.
Isn't one of the reasons why like Twitter was going crazy about it is because they're saying that she might be Ariel in the new live action.
Yes, they said that too. And then obviously, you know, because MJ, Spider-Man is so close, everybody's loving that she's got the MJ Red, which I was like, that's what I thought immediately. I was like, oh, that was really brilliant for you to wait until like the junket because the junket is today, I think. I think
so.
Yeah, or they just had like the press conference or whatever. But she waited and then she revealed it while in Europe. So I was like, oh my gosh, Zendaya. Always.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Did you say you're gonna make a reaction to that?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No.
No, you said they didn't have a national junket.
Yeah, I said they had an international junket. So that's what. But why are you laughing? Why is Tanya laughing?
I'm laughing because you're throwing some shade there.
She is throwing shade. Well, Joshy's gonna ask, so I'm glad that Amanda brought it up. No, Joshy, you're not at the junket. We weren't invited. International.
No, they didn't want to fly us to Europe.
They didn't want to fly us to Europe. You know, clutch your pearls, Josh.
We could have gotten a photo of that red hair in person.
Could have.
Yeah, I know.
Even though I got a passport. Right. I got my passport. I don't know what they were waiting for.
That's all right. They'll learn. Next time. So Joshy's going to be upset. I know we're going to see comments later. But don't worry, friends. Our days are coming. We'll get to do something really cool together, probably before we know it. So don't cry. It's going to be okay. Zendaya has red hair. So that's the
right.
All is right in the world with Zendaya's hair.
That's right.
I'm just saying, I start all kind of stuff. The red hair.
You're starting all listen, don't get ahead of yourself.
We got more stuff to talk about.
We're going to talk about your trend setting very soon. It gets its own segment. So don't you worry about that. Miss Red Hair Trendsetter. Love it. But I do want to talk about one show that all 5 Geeklies are obsessed with, and we got a big announcement about its return on Twitter again. It's always Twitter, y'all. If y'all aren't following,
I'm telling you, I haven't.
Number one, you need to follow the Geekly Show on Twitter. Yeah. Okay, it's the Geekly Show. It's simple. Just follow us over there.
It's simple.
We retweet all the breaking news. We comment. We react. So you need to follow us over there. Number one. But number 2, The Good Place.
So I don't even know what.
We got a Good Place announcement.
What was the announcement? I haven't been on Twitter. What was it?
What's the date?
Premiere date? September something.
It was the end of September, so 24th, I think it was.
I think you might be right.
I'm impressed that they can keep this show going and still keep it interesting.
Well, they did say it's going to be the last season.
They said it's going to be the last.
Yeah.
They announced that. I think we were at Disney because I remember being like, Tanya. I think Tanya tweeted it or something.
I'm calling it now. It's going to end with them all going to the bad place.
Well, they were already in the bad place.
Oh, true. So, it's going to end with them.
That's how it started.
Cyclical, right? Go right back around.
Go right. Stay where,
And then they're going to
that's going to be fun.
Then they're going to send 10 dancing to the bad place. They're going to send them all.
But as sad as I am that it's the last season, like I kind of like that they know, okay, we've kind of run its course. Like this is the way it was supposed to end, and like so I like that instead of trying to just make up stuff to keep the show going.
Yeah, my husband and I were just talking about that because they said the same thing with Legion, which we love Legion, and they were like, "This is gonna be the last season," and we're like, "Why do they do that?" But it's better than just going and it turning horrible, you know?
I'm glad too, because
there's some shows that you watch and then you're just like, why are they even still doing this?
Yeah.
That's kind of how I'm feeling
Dead.
about Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. this season.
Are you still watching that?
Do you want to know something about Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.? I only watched the first 2 episodes. I have
no.
See, you can't get into it. It's running
I can't, and I want to, and I think I'm just going to wait and try to binge it because I can't. Ugh. I don't know.
We watched a couple episodes the other night to catch up, and I was like, because I'm still hopeful that it's going to get better, and I'm like, this isn't better.
Oh, that makes me sad, Tanya, because I was hoping it was maybe just slow to start, but...
I mean, that's how I'm feeling about The Handmaid's Tale. I still haven't been able to finish
is it bad?
So
I haven't started The Handmaid's Tale.
I watched, what do they have now, like 4 or 5 episodes? It's like, it's like,
I think I'm on like 2 or 3.
So they have like 4 out now. I think it's 4 or 5. The first 3, I did one of those where I just kept it in the background while I'm doing work and just kind of listen to it. So that's why. But this last one, I started to get into. So the first 3.
Okay, so it's getting better.
Yeah, it's like the last one is starting to get a little better. But yeah, the first 3, I just had it in the background when I'm doing work, not really paying attention here and there. The first 3 I thought were just, but this last one, I think it was either 4 or 5. I'm trying to remember how many episodes they have out now. I'm thinking it's 4. And I was into it. I was like, ooh. And then I was thinking, should I go back and watch those first 3? I was like, no. I was like, I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for that.
Than I was expecting. Yeah.
I don't know how you guys can do that. Well, everybody keeps telling me I need to watch Handmaid's Tale. So that's another one that's on the list to binge. But I'm just like,
Amira,
it seems like I'm going to be upset watching it. So
you will.
Okay, so then I don't know if that's going to happen. See, this is different from Downton. Like Tanya said, Downton's a good show. It's like it's got a great storyline. The characters are witty, and she was right. And I'm almost done. I have 2 more to go.
That's it?
2. I have
That's
been
crazy.
I haven't even started it yet.
It's so lovely. So thank you, Tanya.
I'm not even done with. I'm not even done with season 1.
Handmaid's Tale. Then you can compare.
I don't know. I don't know if I can do that. I don't know. I need to end on a high note because Downton's just so good. I mean, the posters came out. Tanya tweeted the posters, you guys, on her Twitter.
I saw them, but they mean nothing to me.
Oh my God. I was a little upset that you tweeted them because I'm not done yet, and one of the posters is a spoiler.
Oh, really?
And I was like, it's okay. I'll take that spoiler.
Tanya's always spoiling stuff for me.
It's Edith. It's Edith's poster.
Okay.
Tanya's always spoiling stuff for Amira.
I know.
Yeah.
Always. It's always Tanya.
Don't be hating on my breaking news. I got to stay up with the time.
So that was a bit of a spoiler for me, but I took that spoiler because that was a spoiler that I was hoping would happen. So I was like, okay, I'll take it.
Look, Amanda.
Listen, Beyonce, what are you doing?
Amanda
red hair.
Whoopsie.
Yeah.
When she hit that button and then her face came on the screen.
That was actually pretty funny.
Amanda. So awesome. She's like,
I actually think she might not have meant to do that.
She didn't mean to do it.
God.
You can tell by her face, but it's so funny because she's Beyonce. So, you know. Even the computer was like, no, you need your own time just for like 30 seconds.
Look, when that happened, our watchers jumped up. Oh, we know.
Yes, Sarah.
And I know this isn't on topic, but I got to ask Amanda, speaking of Beyonce, she was getting all this shade. I kept tagging Amanda in articles. Amanda, what happened to your girl there?
Oh, I saw all that stuff.
About what?
Listen, we protective of our men. We protective of our men.
The whole thing is crazy.
We protective of our men.
But I wanted to hear Amanda's thoughts.
I'm just saying, we protective of our men. There ain't gonna be no girl. We at a show, and I'm sitting right next to you, and you're gonna not pretend like I'm there trying to talk around me to my man. Oh no. So
yeah.
Oh, that was so ridiculous. The girl had to leave. She left social media and everything.
Listen, Beehive's coming
all
for
she
her.
was doing was asking if he wanted a drink. She was like, "I'm taking drink orders. What do you want?"
You ask the queen if Jay wants a drink. You know, you'd be like, "Does Jay-Z want a drink?" She sit right there. No,
I don't even think. she was throwing shade. I think she was just making a face, and everybody made it like a
I
big
do too.
I don't think she cared one bit. She was just like,
yep. They turned it into this story about her being like so mad, and she probably didn't even read it or look at it, but it was funny. It was
she doesn't even know what's going on. She don't care. She
they got too much money to care about that type of stuff.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Like why even care? I didn't know what you were talking about, Sarah, at first, because I remember I saw that photo and I was like, oh, that's corny. I thought you were talking about because I saw a couple people were talking about Lion King too, and because then I think in the trailer before last we got a little bit of Beyonce's voice and people were like, mm-mm.
Oh really?
Like
yeah, the one it says, "Come home, Simba." She was like, "Come home." I did a reaction to it, and she's like, "Come home, Simba."
Why didn't you like it? Didn't like it.
You didn't like it?
No, I saw some people didn't like it. I'm not impressed yet because it just sounds too much like Beyonce.
Right?
Like,
it doesn't.
It just sounds like Beyonce doing like
listen,
her own voice.
I was nervous.
That's not voiceover work.
I wonder if it'll be different when you see her say it, like, because it more was like just they said it, right? You didn't. I don't remember.
I was the same way with Aladdin. Remember, I was like, "Oh, I hear Fresh Prince." Oh, Lord, I'm not knocking stuff over, but I was like, "I hear Fresh Prince."
Don't break your computer again.
Too soon.
All right, sorry, Amira, that was my bad. I'm just changing the subject there.
Oh no, that was perfect because we didn't even talk about we didn't really talk about that trailer either, about hearing her voice and our reactions to it. Mm-hmm. But yeah, Beyonce reacting to somebody talking to her husband, she don't care about that. I'm pretty sure she don't care about that. She don't care about anybody not liking her voice in Lion King. She got almost $1 billion. Like, she doesn't care. She doesn't care about anything we have to say. She is busy making money. That's all she's doing right now. I love it.
I love Beyonce.
I'll take that Beyonce. Yeah.
You want to hear my Beyonce story? Oh wait, do we have time?
Yes. Yes, we have time. No, we do. I'm keeping track. We have time.
I'm just saying. So I went to, what was it, like a year and a half ago or 2 years now? I went to Nevis. Like the island of Nevis, they sent me on a trip there, and it's like a deserted. Well, not deserted, but it's not like a big. They don't have an airport. Everybody has to come in at St. Kitts and take a little boat over there, so it's like secluded. But all the big stars will go over there. All the big stars vacation there. Justin Trudeau, my boyfriend in Canada, Prime Minister, like all these people. Mm-hmm. But in all the locals there, they're happy and they used to seeing these people, right? That's where Princess Diana would go vacation all the time when she was, Harry just went like the year before I went there. Anyway, Beyonce goes there a lot, right? And I'm just going to say how wonderful she is because they were telling stories, the people there, about like, she would go on the beach and she saw a volleyball game going on with the kids and she was like, winners can come have dinner at my house. And she all the kids that were playing there, she had them over for dinner. I was like, what'd she serve? Peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Because Beyonce don't cook. But they want to just act like I don't think she had an attitude either. Because Beyonce, from what I heard from the people that had my girl interaction, she's a good person, is all I'm saying.
Yes. Yeah. I agree. I've only heard that she's a good person. So that's why that whole thing I just looked at, I was like, are you guys really trying to make a thing out of this? Yeah. Give it a rest. Like, they don't care. They don't care about any of that. Hi, Tina has to go. Bye, Tina. I think it's Senior Photos Day.
Bye, Tina.
Bye, Tina. And Sean is here. Hi, Sean.
Yeah, hey, Sean.
All of our friends are here. Hi, Sean. Okay, so I think Amanda, since you told your little story, I want you to explain to everybody how you're a trendsetter and how people they're stealing all of your things right now and they're not giving you any credit because Toy Story 4 was not only was it a great press junket, we had a wonderful time. We got a lot of information for you guys. We put up posts yesterday. We have another post for you tomorrow on all of our sites. But Amanda asked a question where Keanu Reeves was able to give her a little bit of shade, which we all enjoyed.
Why y'all giving shade?
Leave it to Amanda. Leave it to Amanda.
I think he was a tiny bit offended.
She said it to me, and I go, I wouldn't word it like that. And she goes, I'm going to ask it like that.
Okay. Can we start out by saying my Geekly girls tried to to discourage me from asking Keanu a question, number one.
I would never do that, so that's
not asking him a question, but how you needed to word the question that you were asking.
Hey, where you been the last few years?
Yeah,
you weren't
so
you weren't relevant, and now you're relevant. How does that feel? Like, how are you supposed to answer that?
No, my problem was with you trying to say the word Keanu-sans because I knew you weren't going to be able to get it out on the first try, and I was right. And so that was part of the problem.
She was right. But here's the thing. You asked it. You asked the question, and now it's out there, and people are not giving you your credit for Keanu-sans, and we don't like it.
And so all of these people hating on your delivery, I mean, I get it could have been a little bit better, but it probably wouldn't have been as memorable.
That's true.
I'm Amanda from
This is why
Amanda
Sarah.
Reacts.
Right, I know.
No press.
My question is for Keanu. So Keanu, there's a little bit of a Keanu.
We have it recorded for y'all to
do.
We do. We have it on video of her saying it. It is hilarious. You couldn't get it
This
out.
is the thing. No, and I was practicing the whole time. I don't even know what other people was asking. And I was practicing in my head.
She said it like 100 times.
I was practicing in my head. And then when it came, my mind went blank when it came. I was like, Keanu. I finally got it out. But then, I think by then, he didn't know what I was talking about, so I had to explain. I was like, like a Keanu song, like a revival. I said revival.
Like a revival. Like a revival. That's how you said it. And he was like,
like revival.
I guess
He's like,
crazy.
I've been here the whole time. Look at my Twitter.
I went back, I studied the footage. I studied the footage of his response, and he had a smile on his face the whole time, so I don't think he was upset at me. But other people in the audience,
he definitely was.
He's
he was nice nasty.
Yeah, he's
nice
Canadian, so he's going to be nice nasty to you.
He was probably also a little bit confused.
Well,
Rachel
first of
Berry
all, I
said
don't think he knew
Keanu
what
does
word
that
she
to
was
her.
even saying.
Yeah.
But I'm
and
gonna
now
tell
all
you
of a sudden everybody knows the word.
Because
there you go.
Wasn't other people in the audience? They were tweeting like some shade about my question too, weren't they? They were like,
yeah,
blah blah blah.
Here's Keanu answering an awkward question.
Here's Keanu.
The best is when Amanda went and approached said person to their face to be like, I was
like, why you gotta be talking about my question?
I didn't see that.
I said, why you gotta be talking about my question? He was like, oh, did you mean to ask that? Was that play? I was like, well, yeah. I was like, did you not hear what I said? This is Amanda from Crazy Amanda Reacts. What you gonna think I'm gonna ask? What's next? What's next for you, Keanu? No.
Oh no! Oh my gosh, that's even worse. What's next for you?
And it was amazing too to watch. Though, as Amanda said, I'm Amanda from Crazy Amanda Reacts, and I swear the director and the producers were over there like.
Josh Cooley literally laughed. I have it on video. He he said, oh, like he was so excited about your name. He's like, and then he looked at your T-shirt and got even more excited. Like he was like, who is this lady?
He might be following me
now. You asked that question.
He might be following me now
because he's a Bollywood fan. He knew who you were.
Yeah, he probably.
He follows Tessa. He follows Tessa and watches her reactions.
Watches Tessa's channel.
Yeah. He sent me a message on Twitter to say, "Hey, I watched your reaction videos with my daughter, and I was hoping to get to say hi to you at the press conference. It didn't happen."
See?
But I recognized you in the front row, and I'm glad you liked the movie. That's awesome.
That is cool.
But yeah, after all that, after everybody acting like Keanu-sans, my question was this and that. How come it's everywhere now? How come everybody's using it? How come? It's up first with the comicbook.com. Then you saw somebody posted on my page the other day. It's on IMDb's. IMDb's is using it.
Steal it too.
Collider.
Their show. They had it on their show, and I went back and watched it. He was like, "Oh, the Keanu-san, my friend." He was like Janine or he named some girl. I was like, "Oh no, Janine didn't get that. That was original." Well, I didn't even come up with the name.
Well, you didn't even make it up. Someone told you to say it.
But I made it famous.
And that person's getting no credit for it.
Janine told Marshall.
I made the name famous, so I take the credit. I made the name famous, I take the credit. That's
it was his birthday yesterday. The least you can do is throw him a little bit.
I know. No, she said no. But that's that's just the way that's gonna go. Beyonce, look at her. This is how Beyonce acts. You see, we're getting a peek at it. This is how she acts right now.
But I tell y'all what.
Oh, Rachel says Keanu talks to her like that too. So
I tell y'all what.
Don't feel bad. That's how he talks to her as well.
Keanu ain't ever gonna forget me.
Rachel said you need to copyright that saying, and you should. You have it on video.
I do. I have
Amanda.
it. It's on my
You have it on video.
It's on my YouTube. It's on my YouTube. I put that sucker. I have me asking the question, his response with smiles, and I think he was. I'm gonna tell you this. He ain't never gonna forget me, huh? He ain't never gonna forget the crazy man who asked him about his revival on Keanu Sans. No, he ain't never gonna forget that.
Never. With the Duke Kaboom t-shirt on too, because he got really excited. He saw your t-shirt, and then you asked that question. He was like,
he's like security.
Like,
security.
There would have been a better way to word it, but it wouldn't have been very Amanda.
It wouldn't have been. Yeah, so. I guess we just have to leave it the way it is. So you're a trendsetter. We're very excited for you. Except nobody's giving you credit like they should, and we need to fix that immediately.
I bet she's trolling. She's telling them.
Oh, she's telling them.
Yeah,
I tell them.
If she posts on her Facebook, everybody go tell them this is where they are right now using it.
And they do. All my Bollywood peoples. I saw my Bollywood people on the Collider Live. Crazy Amanda said me. Keanu Sans.
Oh my gosh, you are crazy. I love it though. Boy. I love it. Okay, so what are we posting tomorrow? Tomorrow is our interview.
Everyone will want to check that out.
So, but yesterday we all put up our post about our conversation with Tom Hanks, Annie Potts, and Tony Hale, and of course the producers and the director of Toy Story 4, which was super fun. But I loved, because I read everybody's posts, how we all picked different things to focus on in our post. So I wanted to kind of like have us chat with our peeps today and tell them, what each of us really loved or actually took out of that conversation that we had with them, because it was all so different. I just felt like we all picked something different to highlight. And number one, if you guys haven't guessed, sitting down and being like front row where you get to look at Annie Potts and Tom Hanks and Tony Hale, and they're right there in front of you, was ridiculous.
It's incredible.
Ridiculous. So we already had that factor. And then on top of that, everybody got to hear them talk about what it's like, to be Forky, so a new character, what it was like for Annie and Tom to actually work together, like literally in the same room. What Toy Story 4 was made for, because I know Tessa focused on that in her post, like that this was not made for money. And that Josh Cooley talked about that. So actually, I want to start with Sarah. So Sarah, when we got to be a part of that and like listen to them talk about Toy Story 4 and their creation of it, what was one part of that? I know it's hard to pick one, but what was one part of that conversation that we had with them that really like stuck out with you?
Well, I thought, which I don't even know now, I might be getting the one confused with today, but like how they talked about it being a transitional movie and how all the characters transitioning. And then I also will be sharing our interviews with just Annie Potts, but I loved all of her talking about Bo Peep and what a significant role she has in this movie, going from like, I don't know, just not like everyone remembered her, but now you're going to walk away from this movie really remembering her. And I just thought it was cool to hear her talk about that, and even hearing them saying like how now they speak like the characters, which I think is kind of cool to say, oh, they wouldn't say that, and they just were so into it.
Yeah, I love that. That was this one. That was Josh Cooley that said that, right? That the word that he would pick would be transition.
The transition, and then he said like, what was it? That Annie Potts even said, oh, she speaks differently now. Like,
like they
I
changing,
thought that was cool.
And I feel like people that grew up watching that, like you're at a different point in your life, so you can relate to how they're changing, and the actors themselves are at different points in their life. So I feel like is a very transitional movie.
Yeah, I like that too. I know, Tanya, did you focused on Tom Hanks and his like reaction to everything, I think, in your posts, which I loved. Well, I love Tom Hanks, but so he was
great.
He did. He said a lot. So I'm trying to figure out what are you even going to say? Because there's so many things you could pick from, because you have to pick one. But like, what was probably the thing that made you want to cry the most? Like you said. It's Tanya, so I had to take it there.
I mean, I think the most emotional moment was, so I recorded a lot of, just some snippets of things, but this was my question, and so I couldn't record because, he was looking at me, and that would have been rude. And so I had asked him, like, my question was just kind of meant to be like a little funny and like, elbow him in the ribs a little bit. But it started off because Tim Allen had said something in the other press conference about how he was a little salty that, when you enter Toy Story Land, you see a big, giant Sheriff Woody icon. And so I told Tom Hanks, that's what he had said, and if they were still best friends after that. And so, he talked about how that they are very close, and, since they're Buzz and Woody, that they do talk and that they do go have lunch together and stuff. And then he kind of got off track a little bit when talking about the meaning. And so he went into a story about Fantasmic and how which is a show at Disneyland and at Disney World. And so he was talking about how his daughter was like, they were watching this show, and at the end, on Mark Twain's boat, all of the Disney characters basically come out and wave to everybody. And so she was like, she saw Woody and was like, Dad, you're going to be a part of Disneyland for as long as Disneyland is around. And, I think he felt the magnitude of that moment. And I think anytime anybody talks about the impact, like, of anything that they do on their children, then that's what gets me emotional. And so that's like, I could feel the tears come to my eyes, and I'm like trying to choke them back. And it was just really special too, because I was thinking about, that is, and he says, and that's, more than cool. And so I was thinking about, our jobs, and while we may not be iconic Disney characters or be forever memorialized in Disney World or Disneyland, just the opportunities that we get with our jobs and how we were able to share those with our families, and how like our own kids got to see what it is that we do and what we spend our time doing, just meant a lot. And it kind of just came full circle in that moment. And I just got very emotional. But Tom Hanks is a gem. He's a national treasure.
Yes. Oh my God, I love him. And I have that on video, Tanya. I have the whole thing, so you have it.
Do you? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll watch it.
I think I have it too. Yeah. So we made sure that everybody had stuff on video. That's why I keep saying to Amanda, I have to send your Keanu video, because I was right in front of him.
Oh yeah.
So
and you can see the shade throwing at you.
Straight up and down shade. So I'll make sure that I send that to you. But Amanda, what was one thing that you really, really loved?
That in my post yesterday, I wrote about because I love comedy stuff. Tanya wants to be over there with the tears. I like the comedy stuff. And when Tom Hanks pulled out like this sheet of like notes he's supposed to do, right? Like he's supposed to say, because everybody knows, especially if you're a Marvel fan and the Avengers, how secretive they don't want spoilers and all that kind of thing, right? So they're even like this with this Toy Story movie. So he had all these talking points and he pulled out the paper doing all this. But then I also watched him. Did y'all see this on Jimmy Kimmel Live?
Yes, I was going to say
yes. And he did the same thing, and he was talking about it. So I was like, I got to write about this, because he pulled out the paper and did all that stuff. And I was like, look at him. He's on Jimmy. We saw him doing that in person. So, but yeah, like that was funny. But that's what I wrote about, and a little bit about Forky and the new character. Because like you said, like Tom said, like Woody, he's going to be like, a legend now in Disney World. So when they have these new characters coming up in this franchise, it's already like great. And Forky is now like one of the favorites. how he must feel. He must be like, wow, I can't believe, right? Like, he's like, I can't believe I'm a part of this, pretty much. He was like humble. He was just like, I can't believe it. It's still like a shock to me. And that I'm like the new favorite character, like, of so many people. So that's what I talked about. And what I took from it.
But did you see Annie Potts' face when like he starts busting that stuff out and like just the shade that she threw him and was
and
like,
a photo of that too. Her shady
I'm pretty
face.
Sure you already said too much. And he's like, probably.
She said that to him, didn't she?
Sure.
She did.
She said way too much already. She didn't want him to end Toy Story 5 before it can start.
I know.
On my post,
don't ruin this for me, Hanks.
On my post,
my God.
On my post, I put both of those clips that he got those out. And in one of the clips, she starts sinking in her chair. Do you remember that? She was like, remember? Yeah. So that's on my post too, like that video of both times he like, because he pulled it out twice. So
that's so funny. Well, Tessa, you focus on, speaking of those two and their camaraderie and the shade that Annie gave him. But in your post, you talked about them being able to record together in the same room. Oh my gosh. I love that part. Cool. So was that something that you like really love? I mean, there's a lot of things that I know you loved in that interview too, especially with Josh Cooley and all the awesome things that he said. But I know in your post, like you really focused on that too, and I loved that you shared that. They gave us that little tip. So was that something that you really enjoyed hearing from them?
Yeah, I thought it was really cool because I know, like, just you know that they never record together. Like voiceovers, they go to their own place, they record, they're done, the end. And even like Tom Hanks kind of said, you know, Tim Allen recorded the end before him and had texted him and was like, hey, get ready for it, it's going to be crazy. So to know that like Tim and Annie or Tom, I should say, and Annie recorded together was crazy. And when they asked, I forget who it was, but someone had asked what, you know, they liked about working together. And when he's like, well, Annie Potts just looks up at you, even with microphones in between each other, and just goes, oh, Woody, and you melt. And I was like, oh, because
then she said it.
And then she said it, and we all melted. Yeah, we're all like,
twice. He was like, do it again. And she's like, oh, Woody. I was like, and like, for me, I loved Bo. And so I was so happy to see her back for this and so happy to see the two of them and what happens between them in the movie. So like that part made me teary, just like, because I was like, oh, I love them so much. And to know that they worked like actually in the same room, it gives those scenes more meaning to me, I think. Like, and I can't wait to go watch it again this weekend and see it again. And just, I loved that. And I also loved when something else that was kind of made me a little emotional was when Tony Hale called Tom Woody when he was talking to him. Like, what Woody had to say, and then he was like, "Oh," it's like you'll always be Woody to me. I was like, "Oh,
I loved it. That was so fun. It was so good to hear that they actually got to do it together in the same room, which just like And now when we all five of us go see it again, that will be blubbering messes. Just like picturing them talking to each other while watching it. Oh my gosh, I can't even right now. I can't even do it. That's gonna be crazy. Oh, it's gonna be so good.
Did you see
the other part when Tom said he had to face the wall to record the last line? He didn't want anybody looking at him. I was like, oh my god.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
Well, did you see
and
what?
We have all of that on video, y'all. So.
Did you see what Rachel?
We're gonna share it with you.
Did you see what Rachel Berry said?
What did she say?
She said if Tom would reveal any secrets, he would be plush rushed. Which you have to see the movie to know what that means.
That's a semi-spoiler.
It's in the trailer. It's in the trailer.
But they didn't name it in the trailer.
They did. They said
they
plush
did?
rushed.
I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure.
I don't remember.
I don't think so. But it doesn't matter now.
All right.
It's already been out and spoiled.
And it doesn't mean like it doesn't ruin anything because you still don't know.
Yeah.
You don't even know. There's way more to it. It's so funny. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. I have to say mine too.
Yeah.
So I loved in my article I focused on Forky because I love Tony Hale. I am an Arrested Development fan.
Yes.
I love Tony in Veep. If you haven't, Veep is a little vulgar, but I love it. I love that show. But so I got really excited when our friend Amy from As the Bunny Hops asked him a question. Bud, go upstairs, will you? He knows we're on a show.
He wanted to tell his favorite moment.
He's gonna come on. He's like Auntie Amanda, and he'll come over here and spoil the whole movie for everybody. So he's not allowed to be over here right now. But I love that she asked him about, how Forky is just so popular already. Like nobody's even seen him in the movie yet, and he is the most popular character right now. And how does he feel about that? Is he overwhelmed? And of course he said, yes, I'm very overwhelmed. He's like, I still can't even process this. But I loved how he talked about he loves Forky because of how there's a newness to him. Like he's basically discovering life. He even says in a part of the movie, it's in a trailer, he's like, yeah, I've known Woody my whole life, 2 days. Yeah. And you think about, oh yeah, he's only been alive 2 days. He doesn't know anything about anything. So I love that he mentioned that. And even when I did my review of the movie, I gave parents a little challenge after they take their kids. And I said, I challenge you, once your kid has seen this movie, have a conversation with them about Forky and ask them what are their favorite things about Forky and what are the most silly things about Forky. And I guarantee you it'll be the things that you love about your kid. Because they're going to see themselves in Forky. Like he's so new. Yeah. And and I love that Tony, he embraced that idea of Forky and was so excited to take that on, and that Forky's neurotic. I love a neurotic character. And that, we get to see the funny side and the sweet side, and it's a character that I think everybody's just going to just love forever and ever. And we're gonna get to see him in Disney Plus. He's gonna have his own little show.
I know that was
crazy already.
But I focused on Tony Hale hard because he talk about tears, and I love Tom Hanks because Forrest Gump's my favorite movie of all time. But Tony Hale he captured my heart that day. Just talking about how overwhelmed he was, but how he understood how cool this is. That he's basically going to live on forever. As this character that's basically him. So I love that.
Amira, is that your new favorite character then? I want to know everybody's new favorites. Because me and Tanya's doing a post today about the new characters.
Oh, that's right.
And so, I
think my favorite is?
Who?
I think Gabby.
That's exactly. You know what? I did not like Gabby to start with, but then I really liked her.
I think Gabby.
Yeah, everybody keeps calling her a villain, and I'm like, I'm just watch the movie first. Just watch.
Well, I mean, Duke Kaboom
or Gabby's crazy friends.
No, I don't like Gabby's crazy friends one bit. Nope.
Vincent.
No.
Oh, where's my Benson?
Where's my? You have a Benson?
No. Oh no.
Let me see.
Oh, your little one.
I thought you had a big one.
No, this is what we got at the little thing, but.
Oh, totally off topic, but well, not off topic, but remember Christina Hendricks told us you'll get more tomorrow, but she told us she wanted a dummy since she was a kid or whatever. Then she finally got one, and I was like, that is creepy.
Yeah, I love that. I was so excited that she said that.
But I was like, you are creepy.
I'm with you though. Duke Kaboom is my favorite. Duke Kaboom has been since we went to the pit. Duke Kaboom, but Gabby's a close second for me. Gabby is a close second. And like you said, at first you're just oh, that Gabby, but at the end you're just oh. I understand you, Gabby. I understand you.
Yeah.
She's my daughter's favorite, too, and I think that has a little bit to do with it. We've talked about her great length over the last week,
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I listen, Gabby's you guys are going to be shocked. You're going to be a little shocked. You think she's a bad guy right now. But, yeah. Tanya, who's your new favorite?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I really liked all of the new characters they introduced. I mean, I like Duke Kaboom because funny, but I also like Ducky and Bunny too.
Yes.
Yeah.
They were funny.
I don't know, they slipped my mind. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They were funny.
I thought Tanya was going to say Giggle McDimples because she is Giggle McDimples.
I love Giggle McDimples too.
Who's Giggle McDimples?
You are Miss. Listen, girl. Giggle McDimples is on the shoulder listen, you need to get it together, Bo. Yeah. This guy, you told me about this guy. Don't be falling. No, he is trash. True. You are Giggle McDimples. That's why I smiled when I was waiting, and I was like, "Is she gonna say it? Is she gonna actually say Giggle McDimples?"
Tanya is a Giggle McDimples. I agree.
She is. She's our little girlfriend that's just listen, I'm gonna keep it real.
I didn't think about it like that, but But yeah, that's true. That's true.
The next time you watch it, you'll
Yeah. She's my second favorite. Giggle McDimples is my second favorite, but Duke Kaboom just stole my heart. He just stole my heart. I think he's Canadian. Yeah, and he's Canadian, so he's just automatically a good guy. So I just had to give him that. So I think he's my favorite.
Oh, he's good. And then, guys, when you see it, everybody who hasn't seen it, make sure you stay through the credits. Please stay through the credits.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because I had someone ask me, do I really have to stay? I was like, yes, 100%.
Really, just the rule with all movies anymore. Is stay through the credits.
I know. Why would they even ask that? That's just a silly question to ask. Yes, you stay through the credits always. So we can't wait to see. We're gonna see Amanda and Tanya's post today, right? You guys ready? Okay, awesome. You gonna write about Benson?
If you write about Benson, I'm not reading it.
Oh my gosh, so creepy.
I wasn't, but I should.
Sound to the kids too. The kids get creeped out now because they saw it, obviously. So Brandon and I have been making the sound to them and doing the little head thing, and they get really creeped out.
You dared, Amir.
They got
that's hilarious.
Well, yeah, because their heads just fling from side to side,
Let's all do it.
I can't wait to see it again. Okay, so we're gonna have obviously more Toy Story 4 coverage for you guys because it's Toy Story week. So make sure that you are watching the Geekly Show Twitter. I mean, we're gonna be putting a lot of stuff over on Twitter. We started yesterday, actually. So if you go back and look, you can see some Toy Story 4 business from yesterday. Watch all of our social handles because we all have posts going up. Amanda and Tanya have posts going up today about the new characters. And also, if you're not in our Facebook group, why are you not in there?
We got a Facebook group.
That's where we're putting all of our links to our blog posts and things and breaking news. You need to come join us in the Geekly Show Facebook group.
And you can post.
We'll put a link here.
And people can post there too. We're always getting posts there.
You can post whatever you want. Yep, whatever you want up in there, as long as it's entertainment based. Go ahead and post it. It's our little tribe, so make sure you're in our group as well. And that's it for today. This is a very good show, you guys. I'm so excited. And then, so here's the deal with next week. Next week, it's all about shows. We're going to share our favorite bingeable shows. We're going to share what shows you need to be watching this summer. So if you are on a TV show bandwagon, then next week you need to be watching The Geekly Show. All right, guys? So until next time, my friends, stay